As I watched tape on Jarvis Landry and pulled some plays, I began to have mixed feelings about bringing him in. I hope to articulate them as we watch some of these plays. One of the things we see on this particular route that he does to gain separation is he kind of rounds his path toward the corner. You can see his helmet, shoulder to that side. You can see the quarterback or the cornerback wall inside. Nice plant and jab step, real good change of direction here, and very physical. He's going to use his hands to get that much more separation, and right there it is. Quarterback puts it on him. He's not a speedy receiver, but he does have good and sudden change of direction. Slow off the line. Tailback to the flat. They're going to run a flood concept to that side of the field. Watch as he gets off this jam, his body lean. I mean, he's running or crossing to this side of the formation, and this defensive back is going to run with him. Watch the sudden change here. Plants his outside foot, swats at the hands, and look how much separation he gets here. It's the middle part of this flood concept. Goes up and gets that ball. Nice run after catch. He does retain that suddenness, that one jab step, change of direction in the open field. I was surprised by his change of direction when I watched him, how sudden it is. Very similar to the play we just watched. He's going to take 2 steps upon release. And on his 3rd step, he's going to plant, change direction, and watch the defensive back right there, open up inside. Good run after the catch here as well. Something that does give me pause in terms of how he fits the Ravens is that as you watch him, there are a lot of manufactured touches, bubbles and tunnels. There's also plenty of times where there's really tight coverage and he's not able to get a lot of separation. Sometimes he overcomes that with his physicality. As you see here at the top of the route, he kind of throws the DB. And then note the amount of time the quarterback has, and he still has to put it on him. And Jarvis does a good job of bodying the receiver, kind of screening that a little bit, but lots of time waiting on that separation, and then not a ton of separation. He will make tight window catches for you if the quarterback trusts him and puts it somewhere where he can make a play on it. In terms of his receptions, a lot of them are off of slant routes. He's good at those, good at bodying the defensive back, has big, strong hands, able to pull the ball out of the air, tuck it. He's physical after the catch. But a lot of his touches are, as I mentioned, manufactured. Screens, bubbles, and tunnels where they just want to get the football in his hands because he's pretty good in the open field. A lot of his big plays came against Baltimore. And in a sense, you know, this particular reception is predicated on the Ravens not defending it. Browns are in 13 personnel. They bring this tight end across. Notice he's moving. He's not trying to find his spot. That's on purpose. Kind of swings it to the flat, and you get a slant, and the Ravens don't defend it well. I pulled this play because it's a 3rd down play where we see the Ravens aggressively double teaming, almost triple teaming Jarvis Landry. This defender, you see him try to grab a piece. That's Chris Board, grab a piece of Jarvis, and you get over. And the only problem with that is that the back, I think it's like 3rd and 12, is completely free. I pulled it because I thought, well, that's interesting. You know, the idea that a defense respects him that much. But I haven't found that anywhere except versus the Ravens. It may be there, I just haven't found it. This is just Jarvis kind of running through the Ravens zone coverage. I think he and the quarterback are both reading the safety in the middle of the field. bends it outside. Note the timing between he and the quarterback and how the quarterback has to put it over the linebacker's head, put it right on him. Lamar's going to have to be able to make that throw. Pretty good run after the catch as well. It's basically him running through the Ravens zone coverage. He's a very, very physical guy, and if he were a Raven, they certainly would make use of his blocking. You can see on this play, he motions weak side, follows this counter call with the guard and the tackle pulling. Everybody blocking down. Watch him double the Mike backer and then climb and get the safety. No question he's physical. No question that the Ravens would be excited about him in that regard, both as a blocker and just generally as a receiver. It's easy to understand why they would manufacture touches for him. They're on the 6-yard line or just outside the 5-yard line here. They get him, give him the football, and he runs with a lot of desire down here. A lot of desire, a lot of physicality. Stiff arm. Lowers his shoulder. And scores. Watch it again. So I'm a bit conflicted about the Ravens bringing Jarvis Landry in. It seems like he's among the better options still out there. I wonder if the Ravens don't have a lot of what he offers in the person of Duvernay or Mark Andrews even. My sense is that a different sort of receiver would be a better fit in Baltimore, although on paper he seems very Raven-y, and I think they have wanted him on the squad for a while. I'm not sure if he is the best addition for this team. Now, he's Jarvis Landry. I would get excited about him on the team. I've always liked him as a player. But I still think, given health, someone like Will Fuller, let's say, or Tyler Lockett would fit what this team needs a little bit better.